My name is Isabelle Morton. Welcome to this demonstration of a gemstone and possibly diamond therapy session. We'll see what tools are called in. Today is August 8th, 2017, and my client has given permission to video her session. Okay. So let's begin by declaring the space of our session to be safe and sacred and clear. And into this space, you're welcome to invite whoever you look to for inner spiritual support, whether it be your spiritual guide, inner master, guardian angels, whoever you look to for inner spiritual support, that they may guide your understanding of your intention and may they guide my focus so that I may serve you best. We invite all who would support the session today for the greater good of all concerned, and may thy will be done. I'm going to begin with the Foundation 5. We have ruby onyx for the water element. This is going to go at your feet, checking location of the ruby to put that along the midline. Dark green aventurine with savorite. This is for the wood element, to nourish that aspect of you that has that rising, spring-like energy, that get up and go type of energy. The energy of the brand new cells. Then comes rhodonite pink tourmaline. These gems represent the fire element. Fire element represents peak activity. Now we have agate citrine. Agate citrine represents the earth element. And it has a centralizing effect. Organizing, centralizing your energies. And next, the mother of pearl with blue chalcedony. This represents the metal element. The relaxing of energies after a long day. Nice. Okay, we're going to do a clearing and then I'll ask you about your intention. I'm going to be doing a clearing with a white beryl wand, white beryl turquoise wand. And your energy field wanted it wrapped in this particular direction. Introduce it to your body And already it starts moving along. Energy flows. This is circling. Circling helps to collect information. When circles move around your body, it's helping to collect and distribute that information so that the whole of you knows what's going on in every other part. Now working with your personal vortex. Which is moving from right to left. The personal vortex is it's actually a concept that the aura that surrounds you is not static. When it's healthy, it should actually rotate around your body like weather moves around the earth, but a lot more evenly. Ideally, the movement from left to right should be very even and, you might say, horizontal. And this particular movement, although working just on the front of the body, is actually supporting the movement of the personal vortex all the way around your body. And yours is going from your right to your left. Clearing energy along the right side of your body. And the left side. And then I'll let go. So now that your body has been supported in its balance with the 5 foundation 5 necklaces, now that we've done some clearing, I'd like to invite that part of you that knows to speak to you about what your intention will be for this session. What is it that you'd like to accomplish? What would you like to work toward? Where would you like support?
I would like to feel less confused, and I would like to feel a sense of direction. And to scatter my energies. feel a sense of knowing and trust in that knowing and not feel just confused.
So, to feel less confused, have a better sense of
fear. Maybe there's fear too.
Fear, okay. And what do you want to do with that fear?
I don't even know what fear is. Maybe understanding what the fear is. I don't know.
To understand what the fear is. So to get a sense of clarity about the confusion. Okay. To descatter my energies, a greater sense of knowing and trust in that knowing. To understand what the fear is and have better clarity regarding the confusion. The purpose of stating an intention is to help reshuffle your energies so that, because we're such complex beings, when you make an intention, those emotions, thoughts, memories that relate to that intention come to the surface, so it's easier to address them with the gemstones. And those that don't relate kind of settle back. So thank you for sharing. So I'm asking, looking within, asking her higher intelligence what tools and techniques I have that can best serve her. Immediately I get an image of diamond. Introducing the diamond energy. Aligning energy field, awakening the blueprints. Strengthening the toroid field, which is her magnetic field. Bringing colors into the chakras, focusing on purple at the crown, and now indigo at the brow, and now blue at the throat, green at the heart, and noticing some muddy green. Releasing the muddy green. Coming back and observing a beautiful, bright, clean green at the heart. Some more muddiness. And then back to green at the heart. Yellow at the stomach. Orange at the sacral. And red at the root. Diamond on a wand. clearing the central channel. Central channel is that vessel that calls in earth energy from below and heaven energy from above. And as it comes into the channel and meets behind the chakras at the chakra intelligence centers, those centers take the amount of earth and heaven energy that the chakra needs at the time and mixes it into the perfect food for that chakra. Okay, more work at personal vortex. With the diamond in this particular orientation, we are strengthening the yin field. So there's a yang field and a yin field. The yang field is on the outside, and the yin field is on the inside. And especially in relationships, when you want a nice balance between masculine and feminine, which makes for a good relationship, no matter who is carrying the masculine and feminine, and indeed everyone carries some of each. It's important that the yin and yang are balanced, the masculine and feminine find harmony. And that ratio of masculine and feminine is going to be different for every relationship, but it's got to work for the people involved. But for an individual, every individual needs to have a yin field that encompasses their body and a yang field that surrounds that. The yang field has energy moving up from the earth and around and down. And the yin field has energy moving down from the heaven, around and up. So my client looks like we need a lot of work here on that yin field. Helping it remember its purpose. And its wholeness. Okay, now we're going back to the yang field. And we have a release. Okay. I'm going to get out my Chakra Guardian, which is Tanzanite, White Beryl, Blue Sapphire, and do a chakra evaluation. First, we're going to check for leaks. Crown is fine. Brow is fine. That's about a moderate leak. At the throat. Moderate leak at the heart. No leak at the stomach. We have notations that we use. Minor leak at root. So that gemstone practitioners can look at each other's notes and know exactly what's been going on in there with their clients. Check the microvortex. The chakra microvortex transforms the high energy, heaven and earth energy brought in by the central channel and tones it down so that it won't overwhelm the chakra. These are techniques that you can learn at the level 2 gemstone therapy training. This technique is evaluative or diagnostic, you might say, as well as therapeutic. So Sometimes it's hard to separate the two when the tools that you're using to test are also corrective. Which is nice, because what happens is that anything but the more significant anomalies are located. Everything else just works out for itself. Here we have an overactive microvortex. Probably because there's something in the chakra vortex itself that is not allowing the microvortex to pass energy through. So we'll definitely check what's going on with the macrovortex at sacral. Getting out my colorized circle. Okay, purple's coming in at the crown as it should. Indigo's not coming in at the brow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. Wow, she doesn't have any color coming into the brow. Throat should be blue, so it is. Heart green, and it is. Yellow stomach is fine. Orange at the sacral, red at the root. So all the other colors are fine. But not having any color coming in the brow chakra, which has to do with being able to dream your future. No wonder she's feeling confused, a lack of knowing, because if she can't look ahead, that can make you feel very insecure about where you're headed. And that fear could be it's like you're moving through life blind. And she also wanted more clarity about the confusion. So likely when the color starts coming in, we clear the blockage at the brow, that clarity is going to come. All right. I also want to check back doors. I think that'd be really important for her. Okay, starting at the crown. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. Wow. Crown chakra, 30 inches. Awesome. That's about as good as it gets. Back doors are like shields. Okay, her brow is only around 9 inches. Ranges from about 3 or less to 30. 30 is maximum. Back doors are like the tortoise shell. They protect us. They also store information short term. And they're also a foundation for the forward movement of our life and of our chakras. So if our back door is short, we, you might say, can't get very far. And we may be vulnerable to unwanted energies. Okay, checking throat. I'm not getting past 3. Heart. 6. About 6 inches. Stomach. About 18. Sacral. That's about 21. And root. Interesting, root's moving to her left but not to her right. So that's an interesting kind of anomaly there. Work with the throat. So she wants the diamond. I'm curious about the shape of her vortex at the throat. And it is kind of short. It should go farther than this. Okay, interesting. All right. Here's where the leak starts. See that jiggling there? First I have to make sure it's not my arm and the limitation of my own movement. I don't think so. Otherwise, what that jiggling means is there's some unwanted energy there. And it's moving a lot more smoothly. Nice. Leak corrected. Heart. Nice. So I'm not exactly or necessarily tracing the chakra vortex when I correct a chakra leak. It's more about nourishing areas within the chakra that may be well, they could be anything. They could be stuck, blocked, sluggish, or just deficient and somewhat out of shape. All different things can cause leaks. Now here the gems are following more of a vortex shape, so I can assume they are following that root vortex. Which is incredibly nourishing and restorative when you use the chakra guardian gemstones. They're the perfect food for the chakras. Leak is corrected. So probably the most critical evaluation in this particular evaluation is the lack of any color coming into her brow. And her body drew this right in. this particular orientation has a slightly different effect, but significant. The chakra has a nice length. And there's a let go. Alright, indigo still isn't coming in. Yellow is. There were several options of what I could do with the yellow sapphire, but that's what it wanted, just the placement. Okay. I'm going to do some correction on the microvortexes. Brow is fine. And release. Sacral. So we've corrected the leaks, the microvortexes, the colors. Let's work on the back doors. I'm going to combine both nourishing and clearing tools. start at the crown. Even though we've already done it, it doesn't hurt to nourish these aspects of ourselves, especially the ones that are working so well. I don't like to ignore treating something and giving it nourishment just because it's working. If anything, it deserves the reward for taking care of my clients so well. And crown chakra is at maximum. It's awesome. Really nice. Okay. Brow. Trying to get past that 9-inch barrier. I'm holding back a little, even though I know the back door can grow more, because what can happen is a rebound effect. If we allow the back door to restore itself too much, too fast, it can kind of rebound and become even smaller than it was. So we'll stop here around 21 inches. Throat. Make sure the body knows we're working with the throat. Okay, throat, back door. All right, it's just calling for some gemstone support. This is rutilated quartz with spessartite. And we're laying it in a circle over her throat. A nice window for energy to come in, the healing energy to come in, and unwanted energy to come out. Connecting with throat. We started at 3 inches. We now have about 9. And again, I have that sense that, if we go any bigger, it's going to rebound. So let's just really focus on nourishing at this particular width, or rather diameter. Holding and release. Okay, heart. Make sure her body knows that's what we're working with. We began at 6 inches in diameter. Her back door shield. We're at 12. Okay, stomach. Moving from 18 through its threshold at 18, 21, 24. This may be about 27. I don't feel like it's the maximum. It could go farther if it wanted, but we're going to hold here at 27. Right, sacral. Sacral is already in pretty good shape. We could do it this way too. Wow, yeah, sacral is reaching its 30-inch maximum. That's fantastic. Feels real solid. Well nourished. Checking to make sure everything's in balance, and it is. No, got your hand. Other hand. core alignment spray. Have your hand. You feel cold? Okay. Can I have your hand again, though? Core alignment. Diamonds. Making sure the diamonds get returned to their homes really nice and clean, so they're pristine for the next person. This is really important because diamonds, more than gemstones, can transfer energies just because of how deeply diamond works. So we clean the diamond in a 5-step process. And those of you who are training with me will recognize those steps. We're going to end with some really gentle nourishment with moonstone. White flash moonstone. This is just a 4mm necklace. It's very gentle. And because it's so gentle, the superphysical, which is that layer of the aura that immediately surrounds the body, it's as though it has to pay extra attention. When you use the larger gemstones, the body just, you might say, sits back to enjoy. But when they're so small, yes, on one hand they're more gentle, but on the other hand, the aura has to work a little harder, which is good because then it gets stronger, so it's not so sensitive. And I see the ruby onyx on the floor. She kind of, I'm sure unconsciously kicked it off, and that's fine. It means she had enough, or it needed to be a little farther away. Or at least I need to be aware of it and check to make sure that that's the case. And when it did fall off, I did check. Okay, that same circling, gathering information. First we did it to clear earlier at the beginning of the session. We were clearing with the white beryl turquoise, and now this is all about nourishing with a white flash moonstone. And let go. I have my cleansing table right there off camera. Okay, she's got 3 necklaces on her still, but they really feel good on her. So I'm going to keep them on a little longer. Kellen, how are you doing? What are you noticing?
There's like deep work going on.
Do you think that you were asleep during the session or just deeply relaxed?
I fell asleep.
Did you? Yeah, that's fine. So you've got the morganite, the heart song with morganite, white beryl, rhodonite still on. You have rutilated quartz with spessartite. We did a lot of work with your personal vortex, which is very protective, but it also draws to you what you need, repels what you don't when it's nice and strong.
That's not strong.
Huh? It's much stronger now.
What did it look like before?
I can't tell because we really didn't evaluate it. The diamond just went there. And some of the other gems went there too. The white beryl turquoise did. So there was also a clearing of it as well. Actually, yeah. The diamond worked on your toroid field, the yin field and the yang field. Those are also measures of your vitality, and they're also measures of also how well protected you are. We worked with the yin field and the yang field. Both yin and yang are required for good relationship. So there was definitely a relationship component to the session. We did a chakra evaluation, and I want to see if you've got indigo coming in. Yes, we do. Yeah. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple, because you had no colors coming in.
My third eye.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Which explains why you might have been feeling confused and not being able to see what lies ahead of you. It makes perfect sense. Give your brow some indigo color. Close your eyes.
So I had no colors coming.
No, they're all blocked.
Wow. What about my throat?
Throat had a leak. And your back door of your throat was real small.
What does that mean?
The back door is like the tortoise's shell. It's very protective. It's your shield.
So small.
Yeah, it was only like that big.
How much are they supposed to be?
The maximum is 30, and your crown was 30.
30
and
feet?
No, 30 inches.
Oh.
And your sacral chakra was also in good shape. It ended up at 30 inches. So stomach chakra went from 18 to 27, but throat and heart, and the root was also a little strange because it was only it had something in the way on the right side, but it was only operating on the left side.
What was in the way?
Huh?
What was in the way?
I'm not sure, but it resolved.
What was going on in my throat and my heart?
Well, I can't tell you what. I can only tell you that.
Describe it. What energetic nature?
We were able to get the throat chakra from 3 inches to 9 inches, which is really good.
Small.
It is kind of small, but it's a work in progress. It needs some nurturing.
How do I nurture my nature?
By letting it fulfill its mission and purpose in life, which is to communicate, to express yourself in this world. Who are you, and what do you need to say to be in balance with the world? And sometimes it's a matter of when to be quiet too, when to keep your silence. Okay, this is ready to come off. Okay, so I'm going to do a formal verbal integration, inviting all the work we've done today to be fully received and accepted and allowed to manifest throughout your body and being. Starting with the third dimension, including north and south, east and west, front and back. From the soul star within to the earth star beneath your feet to the heaven star above. May all three dimensions be fully integrated. The integration now moves into the fourth dimension, including time and space and causation, past, present, and future, here and now, and into the forever. May the fourth dimension be fully integrated. Integration, we now invite into the fifth dimension, including all of mind. And then beyond the mind, to include all spirituality and all intuition. May your entire being be now fully integrated. To take this opportunity to give gratitude to the diamonds and the gemstones for their service. Thank you to the earth who gave them to us and the heaven energies that feed us. You ready to sit up? You have a necklace on your body.
Which one?
It's on the midline. Could you dangle your feet on this side?
Feel more protected. I feel fear and I don't know why. I feel a little more in tune with myself. What I need to say. I feel more confident in what I need to say. Or now I feel I feel safer
Do you have a better understanding of what that fear might be about?
Sort of. I think so.
Okay, stand up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so the last part of a gemstone therapy session is cleaning the tools. And that's really important because the client's energy is still on them. And it's not until we remove them from the gems that the session is truly, finally over. So I like to do that immediately after the session ends. Thank you so much for joining me and for your interest in diamond and gemstone therapy. My name is Isabelle Morton, founder of the Gemstone Therapy Institute, and I invite you to learn more by visiting our website or watching a couple more of my videos. Have a wonderful day.